Okay, happy Monday morning. Yes, it is Monday morning to discuss one of the best animes of this generation. In fact, so much so that I am looking forward to talk about Umesume Cinderella Grey Part 2, Episode 8. Now, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. I took it upon myself to think about what to say about watching this episode. Yesterday, I couldn't get a chance to talk about it because I was at work. But after watching the episode on my break, I had to think about what to say on a Monday morning. What can I say about this episode? Well, for one thing, anime of the year. This show is anime of the year. This show will be Kaiju number 8. It will be Gachakuda. Hell, it will beat Solo Leveling. The only competition that got with Umesume Cinderella Grey is going to be Apothecary Diaries, which, by the way, the Apothecary Diaries should have beat Solo Leveling last year at Crunchyroll Anime Awards. Crunchyroll, if you have the guts, the balls, please put Cinderella Grey as an Anime of the Year candidate for fans like us who see this show as a 10 out of 10 as sports anime, and to a point where this show is Anime of the Year candidate. Now, I took it upon myself. Now that Tamamo Cross is retiring in her last race, I took it upon myself to go to All In Anime in downtown Brooklyn, and I bought the Tamamo Cross figure. I bought the Tamamo Cross figure. I mean, $68. I bought this freaking figure, man. So much so that I fixed it yesterday, and look at it. Da-da-da-da. Look at the beauty of Tamamo freaking Cross. I had to build this. Oh God, it looks mad freaking epic. Look at this figure. Oh my God, this is a badass figure. Now, I gotta get the Oguri Cap. I just gotta find Oguri Cap and I'm done. But rest assured you, I was excited for this. Now, this is a race, Arima Kinen, and it's on Christmas. We race it on Christmas. This is a Christmas present to us. This is a Christmas present. And you know, here's the thing. This was gonna be a 2-part episode just by looking at it, because I got a feeling they're gonna keep everything closer. This is like a 2-part race, and I love shows like this got a 2-part racing, because you never know what we're getting. Am I surprised? No. Now, last week was Tamamo Cross last episode, and Oguri Cap is Oguri Cap, trying to figure out new ways for this, but it was mostly on Benno Light. Benno Light. Can we all agree? Benno Light, best supporting character of the year. She deserve my respect. She deserve everyone's respect. I mean, I got a friend of mine who want to smash her. Like, to me, I look at Benno like a sister you want to have, or my other friend is want to smash. But that's a here and there. But now we talking about the Arima Kinen, the biggest race of our life, the biggest race that we're looking forward to. So without further ado, let's get right to the review of this show. Okay, Tamamo Cross. I respect this girl so much. The first time I saw Tamamo Cross was Umesume Season 1 with Special Weekend Silent Suzuka Story. And that was an episode, in I think episode 6 in the first season, where they had this festival going on. And Tamamo Cross and Oguri Cap, Super Creek, was having a donut eating contest. And Tamamo Cross wanted that giant donut plushie. That was the first time that I saw Tamamo Cross. Cinderella Grey came in the picture. I never read it, but Cinderella Grey came in the picture, and Tamamo Cross kind of liked me. Like, oh my gosh, she's freaking amazing for a runner like her. So the blue lightning, I keep staring at this figure. This blue lightning is freaking awesome. The white lightning, oh my God. But that's here and there. But again, that was the first time. Now she's announcing her retirement, and everybody was upset. There was a fan, a little kid crying for Tamamo Cross retirement, and I don't blame her. I'm like her too. It was crying. I was a little bit upset seeing her. She got to retire. I mean, it's hard. It's hard for people like us to feel bad for Tamamo Cross. Like, I wanted to cry as well. There were so many emotions in this episode that you can't even imagine. Like the trainer, Tamamo Cross trainer. Yo, that was a very touching moment right there. Let's call it. This episode was so sad. It had sad, blood, sweat, and tears in this. It's like zero left. You have zero left to give. Mind, body, spirit, soul. That's how Tamamo Cross is. She had zero. She gave everything she can: mind, body, spirit, soul. And Tamamo Cross is retiring to a point where that was a very touching moment between a bond between a Uma and a trainer. The bond between those two is like really, really brought out, and she thanks her trainer. You can legit cry. Like I don't know why I'm about to cry because that was a good moment. That was a good sad moment. Like Musume does have some sad moments. It does. It does have some sad moments. Let's call it like it is. I remember, you understand, the last time I actually cried, and I'll go piggyback into my review. I think it was season 2 with Tokateo. I was legit crying in that because I was so happy for Tokateo. This right here with Tamamo Cross and her trainer, I was legit crying. Like you understand, it was a very, very touching moment. She thanks her for everything. The bond between her and Tamamo Cross was like a mother-daughter thing, you know. I kind of see that, or a sisterly bond, you could prefer, but still, their bond was so strong. Now, Banolite. Let's give credit to Banolite. Let's give her massive credit. This girl did the impossible. I mean, being a third, she called herself a third-rate Uma, but she ain't a third-rate Uma. But those memes that we're gonna be using now with her little poutiness, those little poutiness, like she's the best supporter card. She's the best supporter. The way how she was leaning toward the leg, like it was like, damn, she got legs. But I forgot, this is Musume. Everyone got good legs. I don't think no one's ever had bad legs. Everyone good with their legs, you know. They good. But Banolite, she's very strategic, helping Oguri Cap her body maneuvers, body movements, just to help her run down heels, up heels, all that stuff. She's a good supporter. Hey, side games, at hashtag side games, do me a favor, make an SSR support card of Banolite. That's what you need to do. Side games, make an SSR support card of Banolite with something that could help her stamina. Maybe help her like 10% stamina boost or friends races, anything like that to support. But we need an SSR Banolite. I always put her on a stamina SSR or power SSR. One of the two. I mean, I won't speed, but I'll take, well, guts. No, actually guts. Guts or stamina would be the best SSR support card for Banolite. That's how I see it. Now, and now everyone had their introductions, especially Super Creek. Super Creek got that introduction where I like that very 3D, like around rotation around Super Creek, which by the way, I'll be using Super Creek in the Uma, the Libra Cup Championship, the long turf one. I'll be using Super Creek in that one because again, every time I see Super Creek, I gotta use her. I gotta use Super Creek. I mean, she's like the mother. If I look at all the Umas, Super Creek is more like the mother of the Uma. The way how she is, the poses, all that. Super Creek is Super Creek. Now, Oguri, and I feel bad, but before I get to Oguri, Super Creek is a badass. She's a badass. Don't underestimate the motherly look of a badass of Super Creek. I mean, the 3 titans in this race in the Arima Kinen is Dicta Striker, Oguri, and Tamamo Cross. They don't see Super Creek as a threat. And I get it, because Super Creek is more of a motherly charm vibe. I get that. But don't underestimate Super Creek. Don't underestimate Super Creek. Like, you really don't want to fuck around with Super Creek. Yeah, you really don't. Also, I'm smashing Super Creek. If I had to pick a smash pass thing, I'd smash Super Creek. But, I rest my case. But still, Super Creek, don't underestimate Titans. That's a 4th Titan right there. Now, let's talk about Oguri Cap. Oguri Cap got so much to fight for. This is the redemption arc. This is a redemption story for Oguri freaking Cap. This is a redemption for Oguri Cap. And then when Symboli Rudolph coming in, you see Oguri Cap going to that little fighting pose, like, shh. She's going that little fighting pose, like she's gonna face Symboli Rudolph. Can you imagine if that was can you imagine Symboli Rudolph and Oguri Cap fight? I wonder who will win. I mean, yeah, the eating contest, Oguri beat the shit out of Symboli Rudolph, but who will actually win a fight? Can you imagine side games make Musume a fighting game? What if you can? What if you can make Musume a shonen anime? What if Musume be a fighting game? Yo, side games, please listen to it. Everybody who watched this video, everybody who's watching my channel, watch my video, please send this to Side Games. Can we get Musume a fighting game? Oh my God. That will be freaking awesome. I know people gonna take my idea, but I like that idea. Make it a fighting game. Side Games, please. Please watch this video and please understand, we need a fighting game. We need to make a fighting game. But Simbali Rudolph looked at Oguri Cap back then, and like, looking back on it, it's like, it's gonna be good. And that hand pass like this, yo, that's just like, I got goosebumps. I got fire and chills just seeing that again. Just watching that clip again. Go back and watch that clip. Pass it back. Yo, that's so freaking awesome. Oh, I got chills. Okay. Now, this was the race that everybody wanted to see, the Arima Kinen. Knowing the race got her Oguri plushie. March's hair grew back a little bit, but this race was bigger than ever. I mean, everyone got so much to fight for. It wasn't just Tamamo Cross and Oguri Cap. Dicta Striker wants to prove herself that I'm the rival of Oguri Cap in this new generation. And Super Creek wants to prove to everybody, like, I'm a Titan as well. So this was going to be the biggest race ever. The other Uma, I forgot her name. I really lost track. The other Uma that lost to Tamamo Cross is to get her redemption back because she's a front runner. She wants to get back. But that's here or there. Okay, now let's talk about the race. I'm calling out Dicta Striker. I'm calling out Dicta Striker. This is why I love Uma Musume. There is blood, sweat, and tears when running on the turf. There's blood, sweat, and tears. Right off the gate, Dicta Striker started out late. And I'm like, what? She started out late? What happened? And everyone had their own pace. Everyone was in their position. Like, even the coach, even the old man was telling Oguri, race at your own thing. You're not a pace chaser. Don't start late or pace. Start at your own Oguri Cap way. You know, and she was racing fine, and then Super Creek is right there about it. But Dicta Striker had more of this episode than ever. I mean, like, she was more of this because this Dicta Striker started out late because she hit the gate, and there was blood on the half side. I gotta look. This is the first time we're actually covering Dicta Striker. We didn't even cover it in last week, but Dicta Striker is getting a lot of attention now. Look, I'll be honest with you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't really think of her like that. I didn't really think of Dicta Striker like that. I really didn't. I honestly did not think of her honestly, I didn't think of her as a threat. I didn't think of her as a threat. I really didn't. I mean, yeah, I didn't think that. I mean, the only threat I saw was more like Tony Bianca, Michelle My Baby, Obey My Master, and Tamamo Cross. I could see him as a threat. Dicta Striker didn't really click to me as like the threat to Oguri Cap. But after watching this, last week's episode and this, yo, I'm now seeing she's a threat. She is racing on blood. Sweat and blood. I mean, she hit her head on the gate, the entrance to the gate, and blood was leaking out. I thought she was going to stop running because she lost all that focus. Half of her face is covered in blood, but she kept on running in this race. She kept on running like you have no friggin' idea. That was an intensified thing going on with with Dicta Striker. Like, damn. This is why I love this anime. I ain't gonna know, but this is why I fucking love it. This is why I love the show. This is why Musume is the greatest sports anime of all time. Let's call it like it. This is why the greatest sports anime is ever living and is getting the best mobile game. Please make this happen, guys, for us to look at this and say, this is the show we have to see. Now, everything was fine. Dandy, Oguri's going her racing her things. Best Super Creek is going her way and running. Dicta Striker is racing on blood and sweat. Just literally the whole turf is straight in blood. But Tamamo Cross ain't playing around. This white lightning Uma ain't playing a freaking around. I mean, look at her face. That's the face of, I'm getting serious here. But before I get to that, I left out one thing before I get back to this. Before I get back one thing. Oguri Cap, yo, the mom, that was the most adorable thing I've ever seen. I know I'm going off back here, but this is the most adorable scene. The fact that Oguri Cap's mom is there watching the race and just seeing her seeing that little photo frame of her and little Oguri with the carrots, oh my god, that is so adorable. Her little pudginess, eating it with a photo of her pudgy little Oguri with her pudgy face, eating the carrots. Oh my god, Oguri mom raised one of the best Umas. So much so that people are playing her in the app game. But still, once Christmas Oguri comes out, 9 times out of 10, everybody's getting Christmas Oguri Cap. Trust me, I mean, I don't have her in the JP. I wish I did. But I'm pretty sure everybody in the EN version is waiting for Christmas Oguri Cap, and then everybody's going to scout it. But again, I'm smashing Oguri Cap's mom. I'm sorry, I'm going off the topic here. I'm sorry. But, back to what I say. Tamamo Cross, White Lightning, she automatically, that's the face of like, fuck this race, I'm going to go. She literally like, how pathetic, and just literally like White Lightning's already activated. And then you see Dicta Striker, Super Creek, turning their back like, huh? They all shocked and everything. She's starting now with White Lightning. She's going in effect with this one. And then here come Oguri Cap looking back, she said, looking back as well. But then you see Tamamo Cross saying, see you in 10 seconds. I'm like, yo, this is gonna be, I'm telling you right now, this is gonna be great. Look, am I sad at the end of the cliffhanger? No. Am I sad this is gonna be a part 2? No, I ain't sad, because big races like this, you're gonna need a part 2. Big races, matches like this, you're gonna need a part 2. And damn it, this is the race you gotta see. I know this is covered in the 1988 Arima Kinen. I didn't watch it. I don't want to see it. I don't even want to see it. I'm just gonna watch this show, and I don't know what you guys tell me what you think. Should I read the manga after this, or should I just continue just watching watching the anime? Because I heard season 2 is in production. But again, should I read the manga, or just watch the anime? Because I don't know. I really don't know. But again, I'm picking Oguri Cap. Oguri Cap needs to win, because Oguri Cap, for me, like I said before, Oguri Cap needs to win this race, because earlier she stood up to Tamamo Cross. She's saying, because Tamamo Cross said, you have no idea what to win. And Oguri Cap said, I'm going to win. She stood right at Tamamo Cross' face and said, I'm going to win. So again, Oguri Cap needs to win, because this is about redemption. This is the redemption story for Oguri Cap. She needs to win a G1. She needs to win the Arima Kinen. She needs to beat Tamamo Cross, because she lost to Tamamo Cross twice. This is the time and the place to beat her on Christmas. That's my Christmas present right there. Oguri Cap needs to beat Tamamo Cross. I like Tamamo Cross. Don't get me wrong. I respect and love Tamamo Cross. But for a race like this, this is going to be Oguri Cap. I feel like Oguri Cap needs to win this. She's redemption story and all that firing. She's gonna win this race. But overall, though, this episode was straight. So many emotions in this one. There were sad moments. There were mean moments, especially with Oguri Cap and Beno Light. Happy, sad, blood, sweat, tears. They did everything to make us get all hyped for this one. I love it. Side Games, y'all doing a fantastic freaking job in understanding why Musume needs to be Anime of the Year candidate. It is the best anime of the spring, and damn it, this is the best anime of the fall. So make it happen. Hell, I put this over into the final season of My Hero Academia. That's how serious I am. But thank you. So anyway, like I said, fantastic start of the first half of the Arima Kinen. I can't wait to see where this is going in this roundabout way with Tamamo Cross activating her White Lightning zone. And Oguri Cap is going to unlock it, because the next episode is a Gray Phantom. So we're going to see the Gray Phantom that is Oguri Cap. So thank you for watching my review of the show. I look forward for next week's episode of it. Honestly, I should do it, probably next Sunday night. And I said night because I have to work. Or do it Monday morning with full of energy and praise on part 2. But I'll see where it goes. But thank you for watching.